Good morning, everyone. This is Teacher Juan talking, and today the objective is just to practice and review some contents from last class about the was and were, past simple, and also we're going to learn some new vocabulary from the unit. Right, so let's go to number one activity. Right, it's just to remember some contents from last class. For example, the first word that you need to remember is was. Yeah, was is a passive verb to be, right? So when do we use was? Was, we use it for I, he, she, it. Great. Yeah, because we say I was happy in the past. He was sad yesterday. She was a teacher time ago. It was cold yesterday. Right? So remember, for was we use I, he, she, and it. Mainly it's easier maybe it's easier if you just associate it with singular things when you're talking, right? Great. And then we have where, right? Where is a past of are in the present. So we use where with you, we, they. Yes. So you say you were happy yesterday, or we were happy, or they were happy, right? So maybe you can just associate it with plural things, like we, it's plural, they, it's plural. You could be singular if it is one, right? Or could be plural if it is like more people. You say, hey, you guys, you were doing something. Perfect. So now let's go to the exercises. Okay guys, we're going to open your activity book in page 58, right? And we're going just to complete exercise number 4. It says complete the questions with was, where, and then write short answers, right? So in number 1 you have, were the Beatles popular in the 60s? And the answer is yes, they were. Here you are using where because you have the Beatles, right? There were 4, I think. 5, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's plural. So you have Beatles, that's why we use where, because you're talking about them, right? It's like they. So you say yes, they were. In number 2, you have Lionel Messi, the first man on the moon. So Lionel Messi, it's he, right? So here you have to use was. Was Lionel Messi the first man on the moon? If you think yes, you're going to say yes, he was. Or maybe if you think that it's not, you're going to say no, he wasn't, right? Anyway, if here you have was, the answer was. If here you have where, the answer is where, right? So do it. Perfect. I know that you did a very good job in exercise number 1. So now let's go to the second exercise, in which it's going to be about vocabulary from places and other places around the city. Okay, so I'm just going to show you where are they and how to pronounce them, right? So let's go. In page 68 from your student's book, you have this very big map, a city map, in which you can see lots of places, right? Here you have numbers, for example, number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places where you just have to, number 1 says, match the words and the boxes, right, with the places in the map. For example, here you have number 1, bus stop. Come on, repeat, bus stop. Then we have car park. Car park. 3 is bus station. Bus station. Then we have ferry port. Ferry port. Then we have a station. Station. Then we have tram stop. Tram stop. And finally we have market. Okay, so as you can see, we have 7 words here, and you have to match with the map. Number 1 is ferry port. So you know that number 1 is going to be this one. This is the ferry port, where ships and boats and ferries to stay for a while, right? Then you have to use match, right? So that's exercise number 1. After you finish this, we're going to do a listening activity and then we stop. This is the last activity in which you have to listen to Jamie talking about his class trip to his town and write the places in the order he speaks about them, right? So he's going to mention different places and all you have to do is just put them in order from number 1 to number 8, right? But we have number 1, which is sports stadium, right? Then which is gonna be same number 2, the second one. So just make a list in your notebook and write the number and the place. So let's go. Listen. You're gonna listen twice. No, just one. I'm sorry.
16. Listen and number.
Last week, we went on a class trip to this town. It was a small fishing village 100 years ago, but today it's a big town. We arrived by train at 10 o'clock. There's a big sports stadium next to the station. We didn't go there, but we heard the crowds cheering at a football match. We went to the museum first, and we saw lots of interesting things. After that, we went to the shopping centre. That's here, opposite the school. Some of my classmates shopped for presents, but I didn't because I didn't have any money. Then we visited the school in town and met some of the children there. At 1 o'clock, we ate lunch in the park behind the school. I had a packed lunch with cheese sandwiches and some lemonade. I had a ball, but we didn't play because there wasn't any time. After lunch, we visited the ferry port. This is it here, behind these buildings. It was beautiful, and I took hundreds of photos. Finally, at about 3 o'clock, we went to the bowling alley in front of the port. It was a great way to end the day. We played 2 games, and then walked to the station and caught the 5 o'clock train home. What a great day! I loved it!
Good job. Okay, so as you can see, that was the last exercise. It was a very short class, okay, because you know it's Friday and you need to take a rest. We practice was and where, some grammar, you learn new vocabulary, and also you practice your listening skills. That's very important. So I hope to see you next week, all right? So bye-bye.